It was a cold, clear night, deep inside Russian-occupied territory. A train sat on the tracks, a rolling pipeline, millions of dollars worth of fuel, the lifeblood of an army. Tanks and trucks need fuel. War runs on it. This train was a jackpot. 35 kilometers behind enemy lines, supposedly untouchable. But something was coming. Not a missile, not a jet. 2 small drones, buzzing through the darkness. Consumer grade, almost silent, flown by operators miles away. Their mission hit the jackpot. The first drone struck, piercing a tanker's skin. Silence. The second dove in, its job ignite. The world turned white. A colossal fireball erupted, seen for miles, a $3 million firework. The shockwave ripped through the air. The night roared with burning fuel. The sky glowed orange. For Russian forces, chaos. For the Ukrainian drone team, triumph. They'd proven a point. No asset is safe, not even deep behind your own lines. Your most valuable resources are vulnerable. And the threat? It can come from something that costs less than a used car. The rules of war had just changed. The sky bled fire, and nothing would be the same. Who pulled this off? Not a team of movie spies, but a small, agile group of Ukrainian soldiers, tech-savvy volunteers, and military pros. Their bunker might be a van, a basement, or a patch of woods. It's mission improvise. The drones? Not military predators, just souped-up consumer models, the kind you'd use for wedding videos. The cost? About $12,000 for both. They destroyed a $3 million asset with the price of a used car. This is bargain bin warfare. Terrifyingly effective. Air power used to belong to the rich. Now, you just need a credit card and some ingenuity. The barrier to entry is gone. The power to strike deep is democratized. These teams are part pilot, part engineer, part hacker, DIY warriors innovating on the fly. They modify drones, add batteries, attach payloads, and adapt constantly. Their lives and missions depend on it. They are the humble architects of chaos, off-the-shelf tech, unbreakable will, and they're rewriting the rules of war. This wasn't just point and shoot. It was a complex, coordinated operation, a symphony of signals and shadows. Multiple teams played their parts: intelligence, electronic warfare, and pilots. The intelligence team found the target, scouring satellite images, monitoring comms, confirming the prize. The electronic warfare team blinded the enemy, jamming Russian systems, creating a corridor for the drones. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse played with radio waves. The pilots, hands-on controls, watched grainy feeds, flying blind but never alone. Constant communication. Targets still there. Switch frequencies. Every player was essential. If one failed, the mission failed. The drone could be jammed, the target could move, or the pilot could crash. It was a masterpiece of coordination. Modern warfare's digital heist. Each move, each signal, perfectly timed. The result? A flawless strike, deep behind enemy lines. This is the new face of war. The journey was a gauntlet, 35 kilometers through hostile airspace. The biggest enemy? The signal itself. Imagine flying a drone by remote, video feed stuttering, freezing, pixelated. Russian electronic warfare tried to spoof GPS, steering drones off course. Pilots had to fly manually, using blurry landmarks. The area was saturated with radio noise, military radars, anti-drone systems, constant interference. The connection flickered, sometimes dropped. For moments, the drone was on its own. Pilots needed fighter-pilot reflexes, IT skills, and nerves of steel. They tweaked settings, rerouted power, switched antennas, fighting technology as much as the enemy, all while flying a small, explosive-laden drone into the most hostile electronic environment on Earth. Every kilometer was a victory. Reaching the target was a testament to their skill and nerve. Against all odds, they made it. The Dragon's Den had been breached. The Russians weren't clueless. They ringed the train with layered air defenses, Pantsir S-1s, designed to swat down jets and missiles. A direct approach? Suicide. So the Ukrainians played smart. They launched a decoy drone, unarmed, flying high and erratic, designed to be seen. Russian radars locked on, fixated on the decoy, pouring attention and firepower into the sky. Meanwhile, the real threats, the two Striker drones, flew low, hugging the terrain, invisible to the distracted defenses. The Decoy was shot down, but its mission was a success. It bought the Strikers a window of opportunity. The Russians looked up, but the danger crept in from below. A shell game at 300 feet. Brilliant misdirection. The real attack slipped through the cracks. The defenders never saw it coming. With defenses distracted, the two Striker drones made their final approach. The first, the can opener, carried a shaped charge, precision, not power. Its job, punch a hole in the tanker. The pilot guided it to a specific spot. A flash, mission accomplished. Fuel began to leak. The second, the matchstick, followed seconds behind, carrying an incendiary charge. Its job to ignite the exposed fuel. The pilot flew straight into the vapor plume. Through the hole, the screen went static. Silence. Then, the night erupted. The incendiary did its job. Fuel ignited. Tankers exploded in a chain reaction. Two small drones, two distinct roles, perfect harmony. Catastrophic result. The operation was a masterclass in timing and teamwork. The sky lit up with the proof. Mission complete. The explosion triggered a chain reaction. One tanker after another. A serpent of fire. The blaze soared into the sky, visible for miles. A signal of success for the Ukrainians. For Russian command, confusion reigned. Was it a missile? Sabotage. The truth was more humbling. Two plastic drones. The financial loss was staggering. $3 million in fuel, a train destroyed. But the real cost was strategic. Tanks and vehicles waiting for fuel were stranded. Offensive operations stalled. Logistics thrown into chaos. The attack shattered the illusion of safety behind the lines. Nowhere was safe. The buzzing of a drone became a harbinger of death. Morale plummeted. Doubt and paranoia spread. A $12,000 investment had yielded millions in damage and psychological shockwaves. The battlefield had changed overnight. This wasn't just a strike. It was a paradigm shift, a glimpse into the future of war. For a century, power meant steel and numbers. Now, a clever, tech-savvy team can cripple a giant. Asymmetry is the new rule. Rear area logistics are exposed. What once required jets or special forces now takes a couple of guys and a modified drone. Every depot, every train, every dump is a target. Drones are evolving, no longer just for surveillance, but for coordinated multi-role attacks. Innovation is relentless. Tactics change monthly. The message to militaries, your billion-dollar assets are vulnerable to a $500 drone. The future belongs to the most adaptable, the most creative. The little drone has changed the rules of war, forever. Good luck sleeping, generals. You'll need it.